certain online retailer we see here is almost clearly, almost definitely Amazon.com. They are no longer the elephant in the room. They are the Death Star.
Welcome to Price Plow.
What's up, Price Plow Nation and supplement fans worldwide? This is Mike, founder of Price Plow, with a little bit of unfortunate news. On Thursday, April 19th of 2018, our systems detected that SupplementCentral.com was no longer functioning. When we went to go check it out for ourselves, we saw that they had this message displayed on all the pages, including the homepage. Thank you for visiting. Due to the increasing size of a certain online retailer, we have been forced to close down. The website has been shut down and we are not accepting any new orders. Thank you for your patronage over the years. Sincerely, Supplement Central. Now, it's very unfortunate to hear about this because Supplement Central was a partner of ours and there was never a complaint about them at all. They responded to emails quickly and they fulfilled orders all the time. Sometimes we hear complaints about different retailers. We have to get involved for our users, and Supplement Central was never one of them. So we are sad to see them go, and we hope them we wish them the best of luck in the future. We did reach out to them for comment because we posted a blog post about this in the morning, and I will be linking to that in the description. But unfortunately, we haven't heard back yet. So we're not really sure what's going to happen to the domain or what they're going to do with any of the existing inventory that they may or may not have left over. So we will update this the description here, and we'll update the blog post with any updates on that. So it's pretty clear in this video. And so in our blog post, we do go down the rabbit hole. And we kind of turn it into a little bit of a 2018 State of the Union with the supplement internet retail situation that we deal with here and how companies, stores, and even Price Plow has had to adapt to it. And so basically, the certain online retailer we see here is almost clearly, almost definitely Amazon.com. They are no longer the elephant in the room. They are the Death Star, as Joshua Schall of J. Schall Consulting puts it. And you may have seen him on our channel here in the past. And so we posted this article, and we talk about how there's a whole mentality of adapt or die, and that goes for basically everything in life, everything in the universe. And unfortunately, many of the internet retailers haven't really adapted. Many of the brands haven't, and a lot of people were caught with their pants down thinking that Amazon was never going to take hold in the supplement industry, and that gym junkies would never really trust them. And that's just simply not the case. And clearly, Amazon.com has grown so much to the point that not only are retailers dropping like flies at this point, but distribution has changed, the business models have changed, and Amazon even has their own product line. And so if we take a look at it, we can see that there's a whole lot of different models that are going on. And two of the main ones that we see are the direct-to-consumer model, where you go to a certain website like redcon1.com directly, and you buy it directly from them and they ship it themselves, or the Amazon model. So that's one of the models, a direct-to-consumer plus Amazon. Unfortunately, as you can see, when a brand will only sell on their own website, and actually Redcon 1 is not one of those brands, but I'm using that as an example. When a brand only sells on their own website and Amazon, that clearly leaves out distribution, and it clearly leaves out other internet retailers such as Supplement Central. Meanwhile, so many people just go to Amazon for the convenient purchase that they have their 2-day free shipping. And so it's very difficult for a store such as Supplement Central to compete with that. And so it's kind of been interesting to watch as the different stores have gone onto different ways of dealing with that, and the same with the brands. And so, for instance, looking at some of the different stores, some of the ones that we work with, Subs.com, for instance, they go after a hardcore content-based strategy. They're blogging a lot more. They have a lot of really good product descriptions on their site. They make sure that their videos are up to date. They make sure that the nutrition labels are up to date, and they have a lot of good content. They have a big following, and they also do have a local presence in Wisconsin, which probably helps out things a little bit too, because they have access to both the in real life feedback and the website feedback. So that's one model that's going down. Additionally, there's stores like DPS Nutrition, who we work with a lot, and they get after it big time with the coupons. Their coupons are pretty much second to none, and sometimes you're going to find major brands of 25% off coupons. Price Plow does list those coupon prices. We do work with them, and so that's working pretty well for DPS, it seems. Another store that's very popular has definitely changed their ways is tigerfitness.com. And from what we've seen, and I don't mean this in an insulting way at all, but what we've seen recently is tigerfitness.com has basically become just a house brand website for mostly MTS nutrition products and the other products that Chad and Mark create under the Vorlo, I think the Vorlo brand is what it is. So basically they've become a house brand for a lot of different YouTubers and MTS Nutrition. And unfortunately that's left a few of the other brands wanting to be left out. Obviously we have to talk about the changes at bodybuilding.com, where bodybuilding.com is really, they've changed their ways because they are now charging for content that used to be free. And so they've basically been scrambling for business because it's been seen in the public reports by Liberty Media that they have been losing money year over year and on an accelerating clip. And so they had to try something. They ended up deciding to charge for some of their premium content, some of their premium trainers, premium like workout content. And love it or hate it, you know what? They had to do something. Obviously, the Jim Stepani and Jim thing didn't fully work out for them. They had to settle that lawsuit. And so they had to do something. They are charging for content. Meanwhile, there's companies that are taking, and so when bodybuilding.com changed away from doing all the buy one, get one frees, which kind of damaged the industry in some ways. And we'll talk about some of that when we link to the Facebook page down in the description. When they changed away from buy one, get one frees, it looks like A1 Supplements took the helm and ended up doing a lot more of the buy one, get one frees. And they're doing very well with that respect. Meanwhile, there's a lot of stores that are selling some of the stuff that Amazon and stores like Tiger Fitness, for instance, refuse to sell, such as some of the high-tech pharmaceuticals, some of the Blackstone Lab stuff. For instance, Amazon.com will not sell anything that is sold, or it will not sell anything from a brand that has been sent an FDA warning letter. So that of course includes high-tech pharmaceuticals, who's constantly at war with the FDA. So stores like Best Price Nutrition and MySupplementStore.com are selling a lot more of the stuff from high-tech pharmaceuticals and Blackstone Labs and those companies. Meanwhile, let's talk about some of the brands and how they're changing. Now, one of the brands that we obviously like here a whole lot here on PricePlow is Ghost. Led by Dan Larenko, who comes from Cellucor. This is a man who's seen the future so many times, and we just love to see how he's noticed the shift in the market. And so what Ghost is doing is they have their website, ghostlifestyle.com, if you want to buy it online, or you have to go to GNC to buy it in person. You could also go to gnc.com, but ghostlifestyle.com is where you can get the coupon codes. PricePlow is affiliated with them, by the way. Use coupon code PricePlow. But you can use the coupon code of your favorite athlete and then make them a little bit of money too. But what Dan has done here is by only it's sold at ghostlifestyle.com and at GNC, he's reduced the total amount of headaches. And unfortunately, that does cut out the internet retailers like Supplement Central, but now he doesn't have a whole price war going on. He doesn't have people cheapening his brand. He doesn't have a whole lot of things because he's got a lot less headaches. He's only selling to 2 retailers, actually just 1, GNC, and then they sell the rest direct to consumer themselves. And so that's one way that a lot of brands have changed. Vaccine Labs is kind of doing a similar but different approach where Vaccine is selling their more hardcore and their keto stuff on their own website. But for Amazon, they're keeping it mainstream and they're selling only their ketogenic products and like their whey protein and the more like the pre-workout, just the general stuff. And if you want the hardcore stuff, such as the pro hormones that they have had manufactured in the past, then you have to go directly to their website. And so they're taking a 1-2 punch where Amazon is where the more consumer-friendly stuff goes. If you want the crazy stuff, you go to their website. And that's probably a safer route. Amazon doesn't want you messing around with all that stuff on their site anyway. Another brand, though, that definitely bucks the trend a little bit, Redcon One. Now, they clearly have a huge direct-to-consumer presence, but they also are kind of everywhere. And so since that they're the hot brand right now, they can kind of do that. But clearly, if you're watching, if you're a subscriber to Redcon One's newsletter, you most definitely know that they are pushing direct-to-consumer and all their coupons like crazy. Now, the other brand that's bucking the trend that we talk about all the time here on the PricePlow channel is Nutria Bio. Nutria Bio used to be direct-to-consumer way back in the mail order days. Like they started in the late 1990s or mid-1990s. And so they used to be only direct-to-consumer, but now Nutria Bio is everywhere. In fact, their award-winning 100% whey protein isolate, which is a super clean whey protein isolate, they just determined that their stuff is sold in about 3,600 stores. And so they are kind of like always been the opposite. Back in the day when everyone was at retailers, they were direct-to-consumer only and mail order only. Now that everyone's going direct-to-consumer, Nutria Bio is taking a zig when everyone else is zagging, and they are just going everywhere. They're at GNC, Vitamin Shop, bodybuilding.com, and everywhere else. Meanwhile, we've had some videos talking about Vitamin Shop and GNC themselves. In terms of the internet retail game, though, they're kind of just there. Honestly, they're kind of just there for a little bit of window dressing, in my opinion, at least with GNC. Their website's terrible. Where Vitamin Shop, they actually show you your local store so that you can see, hey, there's 3 of this product locally in stock. I can go get Intro Blast by Nutria Bio. It's already in stock, and they will tell you that, so you can just go right to the store. So that's kind of a nice value add, but they are doing some good with geo-targeting there on Vitamin Shop's website. I'm sure I'm missing a couple others, but you can kind of see that there's a whole change that's happening, and unfortunately, it's leaving out the distributors, and it's also leaving out some of the internet retailers. So unfortunately, there's this whole kind of adapt or die mentality, and Supplement Central, unfortunately, did not adapt to the liking of the market, and they were forced to close their doors. And so for that, we do wish them good luck and everything. I would love you to leave comments below because this market is changing. I do want to leave off with a comment that was left on our Facebook page. And I'm going to make a link to the Facebook discussion because there's some really good stuff going on there. One of them was from Joshua Shaw, who I've mentioned in the past, but also Mike McCandless said some pretty crazy stuff there. And so he is obviously the founder of Scivation, who sold it to Cellucor recently. So congratulations, Mike. You're doing pretty well. And now he's working on some keto stuff, medical studies. Really cool. Anyway, and also Matt Porter's wife had some good comments to say there. And there's some compliments given to her because they are, quote unquote, doing it right, according to some of the other fans. So it was a pretty good discussion. But here's what Joshua Shaw said. The easiest thing to do in the nutritional supplement industry is to blame Amazon. No one takes the onus on themselves with failing to see change and opportunity from that change. Retailers do it, brands do it, and internet retailers do it. The reality is they got lazy and didn't adapt to a changing environment. Many internet retailers saw the wave coming and jumped on as a power 3P or third-party power seller. Many brands started to get smart and own their Amazon listings or focus on direct-to-consumer to help with decreasing profit margins. Many did not and decided to keep operating day in and day out like nothing was changing in the world. Those internet retailers, or brands are now faced with a grim future unless they adapt aggressively. This is the same in many other industries. So thank you, Josh, for posting that comment. I think the conversation is pretty good. And as you see, like this is a big topic when we go to the like places like the Arnold and talk to brands. How are you going to do this? Because distribution has definitely changed. When you allow your product into the hands of distributors, and we are friends with a lot of distributors. We've done business with companies like Europa. But the fact of the matter is, when you sell a bunch of products to a distributor, they're going to have to, there's going to be margin taken there, and then they're going to sell it to stores. And you would not believe the amount of work that some stores will do online to make a dime. They will cut prices. They'll create price wars, and PricePlow, unfortunately, has been part of that. And so a lot of people talk about MAP, or minimum advertised pricing. And what they're trying to do out there is, and Amazon will allow you to help out with this, what they're trying to do is keep the prices high so that people profit, and they want it across the board. Some brands are better than others at that. And so it's not always the best for the consumer, but that's where things are. Anyway, this is Mike with PricePlow. Rest in peace, Supplement Central. I wish you guys the best of luck. Thanks to everyone for listening, and good luck to the video.
Welcome to PricePlow.